It's day 9 of this adventure across the United States, and today my only goal is to get out of here before this guy over here tells me another story about how he went to Oregon once and there were jellyfish fighting on the beach. Oh my god. It's going to be a short day today. We're going from where we are now, which is in Shipshewana, I think, Indiana. I have no idea where I am. And we're going to Fremont, Ohio to visit a friend of mine. So it's going to be a short ride. So basically we're, I don't know, somewhere around here. We're going somewhere around here, something like that. I don't know. Perhaps. We'll figure it out when we get there. It's going to be something like 3 hours of riding time for me to get from here to there. Gonna have some lunch, do the thing, see my friend's new speed twin, and then my motel, should I choose to accept it, is going to be somewhere 10 minutes away from there. So short day today. Tomorrow we're going to do some trucking so that we can get closer to Kenmore Square. But for today, it's all about going to see an old friend and a new motorcycle and not hearing any jellyfish stories. Wish me luck. How was breakfast? This was a bad idea.
Cereal. I'm gonna keep her up, but yeah, they got all the regular stuff.
Sweet gentleman. I'm gonna pop in, drop off my key, and maybe grab myself a cup of coffee. It's the office, in case you were wondering. Hi, how are you? Bro. Got myself a sticker. So this is kind of Amish country. When we're pulling out of here, you'll notice a bunch of buggies and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I believe this motel that I'm staying in was built by the Amish and run by the Amish for quite a while, I think. And it was recently bought out by someone else, and it is now no longer Amish, but they still have some of the Amish things and some pretty sweet Amish stickers. That's what we say in Boston. I'm a Boston boy, so we say stickers. Fight me. So, it turns out that day 8 or day 9, it's really when you start losing track of days. I had a count on my fingers this morning to tell you all what day I was on. I'm still not 100% sure that's right. Did I say day 9? So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's Monday, I think. This is the part of the trip that I really love, is when you lose all sense of time and you're just in it. You know, none of it really matters anymore. That means I've got, after today, roughly 2 days of riding before I hit Kenmore Square. Now the problem is, I gotta time Kenmore Square just right. I forgot. I keep forgetting to find out whether there's a Red Sox game on Wednesday or Thursday in Boston. If there is, Kenmore Square just becomes undrivable, or at least it used to. I'm assuming it's still like that. So I need to plan around that. If there is a Red Sox game, I need to get there nice and early. If there isn't, I have a little bit more leeway. However, I've also got to time against rush hour traffic. Oh, here's a buggy. I just think this is the coolest thing. I got to time against rush hour traffic and all that stuff. And here's the one thing, and I'll talk about this when I get a little closer to Boston, but there is nothing in this entire world, nuclear war, pandemics, whatever, there's nothing I fear more than driving in Boston. In a car, let alone a motorcycle. I've driven, well, we'll get to this. We'll get to this when we get there, but just, my fear is is on high when it comes to riding in Boston. So I gotta time all of this out. I am an hour and 23 minutes away from getting some lunch with my friend Damon. And then it's off to a little town called Clyde, which I think is just about 10 or 15 minutes east of where I'm meeting Damon in Fremont. So I'll catch up with you a little later. This is my friend Damon, and he just bought himself a brand new Speed Twin 900. And I came here to meet him in, where are we? Fremont, Ohio. Home of the fighting peacocks. I just made that up. I have no idea where we are. Damon, tell me about your bike again.
So 2025 Triumph Speed Twin 900.
First bike?
First bike.
But you have a Vespa, right?
I still have the Vespa, yeah.
What's your YouTube channel?
The Frantic Nomad, which stupid name, I know.
No? Great name, actually.
My name backwards in a Metallica song in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah. Frantic Nomad is Damon backwards, so.
All right, well, go look up the Frantic Nomad on the YouTubes. And you're going to make motorcycle content, or you're going to stick to the Vespa?
I'm going to alternate, probably mostly motorcycle, and then
Nice.
swap up the Vespa here and there.
Let's go for a ride. Where are we going?
Upper Sandusky, Ohio.
Oh, I hear that's really nice this time of year.
We'll find out, right?
So we just had a very lovely lunch at a place called... Actually, I have no idea what it's called. And now we're going to ride down to Upper Sandusky, which is south of Sandusky. If you figure that out, you can let me know. I don't know why Upper Sandusky is south of Sandusky, but it is. I'm going to ride down there, and then I'm going to say goodbye to Damon. He's going to continue on home, and I'm either going to find a motel down there or double back, because I have a motel booked in a town called Clyde, which is just east of where we are right now. But I can cancel that until 6 p.m. So if we happen to find the dream motel down in Upper Sandusky, then I'm just going to stay down there, because I hear Upper Sandusky is gorgeous this time of year. I've actually never heard a thing about Upper Sandusky, but we'll all learn together. Anyway, this is my friend Damon, as you've heard. Very cool guy. You know, it's one of those things that I've been talking about on this trip and gaining perspective and all of that. And normally I wouldn't stop anywhere to hang out with someone, just because when I get on the road, I get into a mindset of just continuing on and continuing on. And I'm really trying to break myself of that. And I'm really glad I did, both to visit Baxter earlier and to visit my friend Damon here, because Damon and I have known each other for a couple of years now. And this is the first time we've ever actually physically met. These are the parts of the trip that I'll remember, right? I won't remember much about going through the south side of Chicago. Well, I will, but not in a good way. And I won't remember countless hours of, flat and straight road. But I will remember the times that I took a little bit of time to make a human connection. And sitting across from Damon having lunch, I realized that I really haven't been talking to people as much as I should, because I just babbled on and on and on and on and on. And that's what happens when I build up a lot of talking that doesn't get out. I meet someone and I end up just talking their ear off. Which I guess is why I have a YouTube channel in the first place, but anyway. So I just had a revelation that I had to share with you. This is what I've been missing on this trip. Damon picked a route to go from where we were to this place called Upper Sandusky, which probably doesn't mean anything to any of us, but it's just a place that we picked off the map. But we just found like these little roads, these little one-lane type roads through the middle of farms and stuff, and this is what I've been missing. This kind of off the beaten path, let's go explore type thing. I wouldn't have ridden down here on my own for no reason, but the fact that I'm just following Damon and we're just on this pointless journey to nowhere, it's fantastic. This is exactly what I've been missing. This is so very, very cool. I think I've realized something just now. And it's something that I think has been asked about in the comments, and I kind of just either didn't answer it or was subconsciously ignoring. And that is it really worth just picking one route and staying on it at the expense of exploring and taking different routes and, you know, making last minute decisions on where you're going to go and all that stuff? And I'm going to tell you, I've decided no, it's not worth it. Especially when you get put on track to head through like the southern part of Chicago, and no offense, but you know, that whole area in Gary, Indiana, it's not really the most scenic motorcycle ride you could ever take. There's not a lot of adventure going on there, is what I'm trying to say. This, I'm in the middle of frickin' nowhere, and there's just farms and this little road and a friend in front of me, and this is what I've been looking for this entire time. I had a taste of it when I went down to meet the folks at Baxter, and now I'm thinking I should have stayed longer there, and I should have made plans to stay longer here, and not worried at all about whether or not I stayed on Route 20 to get to where I'm going. It's a fun idea, I guess, to stay on one route, and to be able to say at the end of the day, yeah, I rode the longest road in the country across the United States. But in the end, no one cares. Including me, I've come to realize. And so, yeah, I may, after today, head back up to Route 20 and continue the ride. Or, I don't know, I might just bail on the whole entire thing and just find the most fun, interesting route between here and Boston, Massachusetts. The only thing that's stopping me from doing that is I'd really love to ride Route 20 right into Kenmore Square and see that Route 20 sign. And if I bail now on Route 20 and just pick a different route, then there's no real reason to go to Kenmore Square and see that sign. So that's what I'm contemplating, if you're wondering. No one's wondering. I'm not even really wondering, I guess. I don't know. But look at this. How cool is this? I know, if you're from this area, you're like, oh, a farm. How interesting. Yay. But I'm a city boy. I don't get to hang out in farmland. And when I do, kind of like in the high desert, I just find it fascinating and beautiful. We keep coming across these road closed signs, and now this one looks pretty serious because... Now what? Now what, Damon? Okay, well, it says road closed.
What I'm talking about?
Now what? I think if we went that way, we'd be all right. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Or do you want to just... Yeah.
Alright. Like we're making circles.
Well, the Upper Sandusky plan has been foiled by a closed road that neither one of us feel like dealing with. So, Damon's heading home. I'm heading back up to the area where we just came from, but I'm going to a town called Clyde, where Ladybug has kindly booked me the finest Red Roof Inn that money can buy. So soon Damon will part ways and go his way, I'll go my way. I guess that is right here. I guess I'm going this way and Damon is going that way. What a cool guy. So much fun to meet him. I'm always sad when I have to say goodbye to someone who I want to spend more time with. And, you know, Damon's got his own life and things to do, and I've got to keep trucking on, so we'll have to wait until the next time to go for a longer ride, and hopefully the roads will be open and the skies will be blue and all that stuff. It really does have me reassessing what my priorities are on this trip. And so I'm going to get back to Clyde only because there's a room there waiting for me. Otherwise I'd just go find someplace else. But there's a room already booked
I need to go back to Clyde and figure out how important it is to me to continue on Route 20 or to ditch that plan and go for a different kind of adventure. A new kind of journey. Oh, the drama. I know. Look at this, though. I would never have found this road on my own. This is so cool. I mean, I know there's nothing special about it, but it's also not, you know, strip mall hell in Chicago or whatever. This is beautiful, and this is exact. If I could find 3,000 miles of this road to ride, I'd do it. I just want to ride my motorcycle. I don't want to ride in a straight line. Anyway, I guess the lesson for today is, you know, have a plan in your head, but definitely be willing to throw it in the trash and try something new, because that can be 10 times more fun than accomplishing whatever your original goal was. Anyway, don't listen to me. I'm like almost 3,000 miles into this trip and I still don't know what I'm doing, so. And I've had my blinker on for almost a quarter of this trip, if not half. So, don't come to me for advice, whatever you do. I'll catch you on tomorrow's episode when we're headed to, I don't know, playlist over here, random video over here, do the subscribe thing, and don't forget to follow me on the Instagram. Address is in the description. Catch you on the next one. Did I already say that? I don't know.